Everyone, I hope everybody is doing fine. Greetings, peace, love, joy. Greetings, everyone. Today we are going, as you know, I greet you all in peace, joy, prosperity, all the good things, people, all the good people. As you know, this channel, I use this channel to expose spiritual things, to open the people eye. On this channel, we are opening the eyes of the people spiritually to spiritual wickedness in high and low places, people. So on this channel, this is what we're doing. We are exposing evil on this channel. So today, the case that I am going to expose to y'all today, I was personally connected to this matter because one of my youngest sibling was connected to this matter, and I will not go into details, but I will share enough information so that the people who is asleep could wake up, and the ones who need to wash their eyes out can do so. And people can just wake up in 2023 going forward. We can all wake up as a people, open our eyes and see who is around us and who is among us. As I said, I would not go into details. All I will say in this matter, because I did not get permission from my sister to discuss her business, but I will discuss enough because I was involved, so I will discuss the bit that I got involved in. Because, I am a girl that listens to the Spirit, and this is what the Spirit wants me to do, to deal with this matter. So my sister was involved, used to work for one pastor in Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad exactly. And, she tried doing exactly what I'm doing, exposing evil and exposing stuff. But, she had no money, no courts, no lawyers and stuff. And the wicked man, as you can see, he win the defamation claim. So as I said, I would not go into details about it much because I did not get permission from her. But what I will say for the people in the world, I'll use this case because these photos is all over the media. You can go and find them yourself all over the media. Nothing is hidden, it's on the media. So I'll use these photos, what is visible all over the media, to explain to the nation, the worldwide, about these spiritual things and about these fake pastors. There's many fake pastors. Remember, Christ said that there is going to be many fake, evil, wicked, Satan agent pastors working. And you will know them by their fruit. You will know them by their fruit, people. Keep looking at their fruits. When you see pastor taking the sheep, when you see the pastors and they are taking the sheep to court, dragging the poor sheep to court what have nothing, when they're meant to be feeding the sheep and strengthening the sheep and getting the sheep strong, but instead they are breaking and destroying the sheep. That is a wake-up call for the sheep. The rest of sheep, what is in the fold, you will be treated the same way. You need to wake up, people. Wake the hell up. And the reason some of these pastors they love to sue. When you see somebody, God have opened up one of the sheep's eye in the fold to see that there is a wolf around, and that sheep try to sound the alarm. Normally, they will say she's mad or he is mad. They will try to get rid of the sheep cast it off, kill it, destroy it, because they do not want that sheep to expose to the rest of sheep that there is a wolf about to eat them up. So when you see certain things like pastors taking the sheep to court, that is not the will of God. If there is a true pastor, a true man of God, they are not going to be destroying the sheep. They're going to be feeding the sheep and helping the sheep. As I told you all, for my investigation, I have come across one man of God who I think and I believe is a real man of God, and his name is Kevin L.A. Ewing. Why do I say that that's the only one that I've seen? Because he do not beg nobody for tithe here and there and beg and promise you that you're going to get a house and you're going to get car and you're going to get... He preaches direct from the Holy Scriptures that many people believe in and hold there. He gives you the word, the bare word, and breaks it down for you as a baby. That's the only one that I seen in my book that is real, because he not the beggy, and by him following the word of God, he's prospering without beggy. But most of the rest of them, they are fake people. They are fake. They are beggy because Satan not giving them enough. So they just keep begging. Okay? So as I continue, I'm going to be showing you all some information here. And we are going to be listening to a video. I'm going to do it in like 3 or 4 parts. This is going to be part 1, where we are going to be talking about fake pastors. Now, for the people in Trinidad and Tobago, my lovely Trinidad people, I love y'all. Trinis to the bone. We are Trinis to the bone. Y'all see all the years, 20 odd years. Natalie in the UK, 24. She's still humble and she's still a Trini to the bone. So I love my Trini people. And all these videos, I'm doing this particular video, this is for my whole Trinidad, my Trinidad brothers and sisters. Especially the ones who call yourself Christians and you love to go to church. Stay away from PMI. Andy Leader, it's in front of me here on the screen. Stay away from PMI. Okay? When you go there, you will see mysterious deaths. You will see people having miscarriages. You will see broken marriages. All these negative patterns that you would see, people. It is all part of when you have an evil pastor, when the head is rotten. That is why many of these pastors, they love to go to Nigeria. They love to go to Nigeria, many of these pastors. They love to go to Nigeria and Ghana and all these places. And they try to get the churches as well. Some of them, they abuse their power. They try to get the whole church team, the whole members in the church. They try to get all of them involved in what's going on in Nigeria, even though we live in Trinidad, yeah? But the pastors, the ones who they're trying to indoctrinate us and brainwash us. So they need to give us a valid reason why they always visiting Nigeria. The reason why they're always visiting, let me tell you the reason, people, is to top up the charms. Is to pay the witch doctor in Nigeria and Ghana and all these places. They just have to go different places in Africa. And the reason they just be going to all these different places, people, is so that they could go in the bush, in the deep bush, and they could meet these evil satanic priests who is not working for the God that you and I is serving. The I am, the creator up in heaven. Some of y'all call him Jesus. Some of y'all call him Allah. Some of y'all call him all sorts of things. We call him different name. But the creator, the God who believe in peace and love and joy and all them good things. The God who you do not have to sacrifice no damn chicken and goat and your family members. That good God we're talking about. These people and them, when they go to Africa and God, they're not going and deal with that God. No, that is not the God they're dealing with. The God they're dealing with is big, big snakes. They got another one in Trinidad, we call it buck. In Africa, they call it toloshi. It's wicked spirits they're going and deal with people. Wicked demonic spirits tricking them. And then they come back to the Trinidad and they create a whole big feast. I'm telling all you how it does go, and I go play a video for you all straight after here. We're going into part 1. When they come back from Nigeria, after they go and they renew the covenants and the altars with the demons, when they go and they renew those covenants and they meet up the big snakes and stuff, some of them, they have to sleep with the snakes. Some of them had to go and sleep with man, had to sleep with man. They got to do different evil rituals. You know, everything with the devil is sick. Is sick. So they got to go and do the evil stuff. When they don't do the evil stuff and the witch doctors, we go call them voodoo man, obia man, give them the charms. Because they know they have a church. You know, so they got to deal with them differently. They didn't go give them no one little charm. They give them the special oil and stuff, and they come back to Trinidad and they tell all you that they got special oil, people. Special oil. They come back and tell all you they got special oil. And they tell all you they're keeping a feast in the church. And they put some good juju, obia, portion where they get over from Africa, Nigeria. They bring it back and they make one big feast. And they know all you ask people greedy. People stop being greedy. If you're greedy, cook in your own house and eat up as much as you want. Out here these days, we're living in some dread times, people. They know all you're greedy, so they come back and they cook a nice big feast. And they get some goat and some chicken and stuff and they fry up and cook up. But what all you don't know, when before they tell everybody take a break and they put on the chicken there, them chicken and stuff, they spray up there where after the chicken on season and stuff, they throw the juju oil and the obia oil and the jinge oil in it. They put the portions in the food for your ass. And that is why the whole church just be brainwashed. That is why the church does be going to sleep in the night and dreaming the pastors. It's because of these things, because of the witchcraft they feeding up all your ass. That's why all you're going and dream about them. A lot of them is not man of God. They're not woman of God, a lot of them, because no man and no woman of God is not going to take advantage of God little children, God little sheeps. Yeah? When somebody say they love God and they're looking for God and they're looking for Jesus, and you as a pastor, you doing them wickedness and running them into the world, that is not a pastor. That is not a man of God. That is a man of the devil. But as I say, when they're doing all these, when they're going back and forth to Africa and back and forth to Ghana and Nigeria, and they're fooling all your tail up and they're making all your things, they go into seminar. What seminar they go into down there? Eh? It's the seminar to meet the snake. Seminar to go down in the bush and do some serious cult business, Illuminati nonsense, evil shit. Remember, people, remember, the Lord told us that we're wrestling not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high and low places. And a lot of these pastors, they're doing a lot of wicked, demonic, evil stuff so that they can have the biggest church in Trinidad and Tobago, so that they can have the most crowd in the church and they can get the people money. But people, listen, sometimes they're not even after y'all money, because once they do go back and forth to Africa and they do these serious rituals and they sacrifice some of y'all in the church, all you look up and see, do all your homework, go and research, people of God. Stop being lazy. Remember, God said to study is to show yourself approved. So you all need to stop being lazy. Look how in Africa they do it a lot. Them pastors and them, they sacrifices the church members. One of them who had done that a lot is that man they did ban him from YouTube. His name is TB Joshua. He was a big demon devil. He sacrificed a lot of the people in the church. The building just accidentally, miraculously, suddenly collapse. But it didn't collapse on he and none of he family. No, no, no. It collapsed on the members, the poor church members. But anybody who have spiritual eyes will see right through the nonsense, because you will understand that when they are doing their serious evil with that devil, they does have, in order to get us lot of members and so on, and to have the big church, they just have to sacrifice some of the members. That's the truth, people. That's the truth. Remember, this channel here, it is undiluted, and we keeping it real. And this channel, we are exposing evil. Exposing evil. Now, because as I tell y'all, this damn evil thing, God make me get some good jamming in this evil. But it's not, he didn't just make me get a jamming for no reason. He had me in training. I was in a camp training, and now I'm out of the camp. So we gotta share the information and wake up as much people as we can wake up. Spiritually, people is asleep. We are asleep spiritually. We need to wake up and see these demon spirits, these vampires, for who the hell they are. Come on, let's go. Part 1, people, we starting.
On Facebook, I am hoping that, guys, we are going to learn a lot from this pastor's confession. The message came like this.
So let's listen to the pastor's confession. This is a pastor confession we are playing, and we are using a pastor here. This is a pastor from Trinidad here on the screen. Trinidad PMI, who I think he won X amount of million. Let's see how much he won. 1 million for online attack, because the young lady exposed his filth. And he won another award for 740,000 in damages. And this pastor was very proud of his achievements. He achieved a great thing. Trinidad, my Trini posse, we need to give this pastor an award, people. An award for the biggest donkey pastor in Trinidad. This is the biggest donkey pastor in Trinidad. I did a video one time. I still got that video. It's on another channel. That video went viral on this pastor. But we are not here to we are not here to we're not fighting with anybody. We're here to expose evil, and we are using stuff what is online. Legally, it's online, so we can use it. We're not taking in any private nothing. This is legal online. Okay, people, let's go.
Hello, my brother. Is this the correct person to give confessions? And then I replied, yes. Feel free to give me your confession. Then he said, in short, my story is like this. I have sacrificed countless people so that my church can become a successful church. Then I had to beg him to give us this confession. Then later on he agreed. Then he wrote me this story. He said, please, you can post my story, it's okay, but I am still going through this process of whereby I am asking God for forgiveness because of all the sins that I have committed. I have reached a point in my life whereby I think that my sins are just unforgivable. I have made people to suffer. I have broken up marriages. I have lied to people. I have conned people, but I am not yet ready to come out into the public because I fear for my own life. I have money. I can have any woman that I want on any given day, but I just feel so depressed because spiritually I'm just like a dead man. Nothing is going on for me spiritually. Then I was just browsing aimlessly on Facebook. Then I came across the stories that you post on your page, and the stories that I saw really inspired me to share my own story. Maybe God can forgive me. So I am a pastor of a charismatic church. I won't mention the name, but this church is located in Southern Africa. Starting a church that has a huge following is not that easy. You cannot just wake up one morning and say that I want to start a very successful church, because remember, people are very loyal to their churches. So for you to be successful, you need to come up with tricks and miracles that will draw people's attention to you, especially the rich people. The rich people are not going to come to your church if there are no
Go be the change, you know you'll thank me later. Yeah, life is good, but I'ma make it even greater. You, I'll be good, you, I'll be good. Paying off your mortgage is not smart.
Sorry about that.
So many of us stress, overpay.
miracles that are performed in your church. And remember that we are in Africa. Africans always want to see drama in church. So I always saw that if I invite someone who is already successful in life to my church, they will look at me, the way that I dress, and then they will ask themselves that this poor pastor, what is he going to tell me that is going to change my life? So I always knew that rich people are not going to come to my church because I don't have a car, I have nothing. I only had a bicycle that I used to go around our local area trying to invite people to my church. But as soon as I left those people's home, I could hear laughter. The reason why they would be laughing, it was because of the way that I would dress up. I would go around with my bicycle selling veggies and tomatoes. Then after selling veggies and tomatoes to people, then I will invite them to my own church. So people thought that I was just a joke, while people want to come to a church whereby the pastor goes around with a bicycle selling vegetables and tomatoes. So I started this church somewhere in 2017, 2018. But even though my father before me had tried to start this church, but that church never went anywhere, I used to feel sorry for my father because there was no adult person that would come to his church, only little children. The reason that they came, it was because at the end of the church, he would give them each one a biscuit and a sweet. So I knew that these kids only came to that church to eat. So when I started this church in 2017, I also saw that I was going to go down the same road in which my father had walked before me. The church was just too small. We only had 3 benches. It was so embarrassing. And when I started this church, truly speaking, the reason behind me starting this church was very genuine. Even though deep down I knew that I wanted to be rich, I wanted to be famous, but the reason for me to start my church was a genuine reason. Now I saw that there was this other friend of mine. His church was growing and mine wasn't growing. I used to ask myself, what is it that he is doing that I am not doing? Because this was always on my mind. Then I started to do some research. Sometimes I would go to his church and just sit at the back, and I could see that people were so excited throughout his sermons, because in his sermons he only spoke about money, 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 and money. There was nothing else that he would speak about, only money. Today you are going to get rich. Tomorrow you are going to buy a brand new car. Tomorrow you are going to get promoted at work. And as he was preaching, everyone will be standing up.
So this is how a lot of these evil pastors, they would get their money, by suing people and stuff. This is how the devil will give them some money. This is how the money comes in. You understand, people? You understand? Abuse of power. Abuse of power. This is what it's all about. A lot of them, they will sleep with these snakes. I mean, sexually sleep with the snakes here, in order to get the power. You understand? That's why they abuse their victims like that. So, a lot of them, A lot of them, they are doing some serious rituals in order to keep this power, you know. And you would see, if your eyes is open, if you listen to the stories and your eyes is open, you will realize if your pastor is mixed up in these things. Because once your pastor is mixed up in these things, whether you know it or not, once you are in the building, you are going to get infected. It's like spiritually disease. It's a spiritual disease and it passes around like a flu. It's spiritual disease. You will be infected. Once the head is rotten, the whole body will get rotten. Let's continue.
Shouting, I receive, my father, I receive. After church service, I approached him and immediately his bodyguards wanted to stop me, and he told them that I was a long-time friend. He invited me to his office. Then he said that I should come to his house. He gave me the location. Going there was quite a struggle because there was no bus that could drop you at his place. The only mode of transport that you could use was a private vehicle. I called him and I told him that I am in town, but I don't know how to reach the location that you have given me, because I've been asking around and people are saying that there are no taxis that go to your place. Then he laughed over the phone and he told me that no, here where I stay, it is a private residential area. Let me send you one of my guys. He's going to come and pick you up and he'll come with you straight to my place. I was surprised because here came a very nice looking car. I entered the vehicle. Immediately the driver asked me a lot of questions. Are you comfortable, sir? What kind of music do you want me to play for you? Do you want something to drink? It was just joy for me. I had never been treated so good in my entire life. When we arrived at the place, that was the most beautiful house that I have ever seen. I don't think even the president of our own country is such a beautiful house. My country, from where I come from, is the most poorest country in Africa and also the most poorest country in the whole world. But here I was looking at this beautiful house on the hilltop. It was as if I was on another continent. I looked at the house. At the front there was a very nice beautiful garden with hedges that were well trimmed. There was no pavement as such, but there was these concrete stones. They were mixed. Some of them were gray, some of them were white. It was just beautiful. There were gardeners all over the place. Beautiful cars were parked on the front porch of the house. There were indoor pools, there were outdoor pools. There was a little bit of a vineyard of grapes. It was just beautiful. When I entered the house, I could not even believe what I was seeing. I asked him, is this a hotel or something? Then he laughed at me and he said, stop joking. This is my own house. Then I told him that if this was a hotel, I was going to give it 29 stars out of 29. This is a beautiful house. Then he said, no, this is my house and I don't even use it as a hotel. Everything inside was just beautiful. There were glasses everywhere. You could look out of the window and see the view of the mountain. Everything was just amazing. As we sat down and he poured some wine for me and he told me that, you know, my friend, in life there are different type of people. If you are a poor person, then you are alive. But if you are as wealthy as I am, then you are living life. After I had a meeting with this guy, I began to obsess about this living, and all that I wanted to do was to make a name for myself, to be known all over the world that there was this powerful pastor, and the obsession became so strong. Later on, I called this pastor and I told him that, fellow brother, please help me out. I have tasted this app.
Would you like to become a professional embedded software developer in just 6 months? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can become a bare metal embedded software.
apple that you have given to me, but you took back that apple before I could truly enjoy it. Please tell me, how is your church so successful? How are you living such a good life in our country where you know that poverty is very high, people are unemployed? Where are you getting this money? Please take me to that place. Then he told me that firstly you need to find money and buy your own ticket. The return ticket, don't worry about it, I will buy it for you. And he told me that the ticket that I was supposed to buy for my own self was a ticket for me and him to fly to Nigeria. The money that he told me was quite a lot. There was no way that I was going to get that money. I sold everything that I thought could help me raise this money, but still it was not even enough. I went around begging people for money, but people knew that I was a person who couldn't even find that money to pay them back. So I had to travel back to my village. Then I sold 2 cows so that the money for the tickets can be raised. I went back to the city. Then I told my wife, here is the money. Now what is needed is...
This is why people, a lot of pastors, they refuse to help people who are going through spiritual attacks because the spirits, they're working with the same demons, so they cannot help us. If you are going through a spiritual attack, these pastors, they cannot help you because they are mixing in evil. So that is why many of them will run from people who go to them and tell them you're experiencing spiritual things.
The money for the passport. We tried to look for the money so that I could apply for the passport, but I couldn't get that money. I approached my brother and I told him that, look, I have raised the money for the 2 tickets. Now I just need the money for the passport. Then he said that when we go to Nigeria, you yourself are going to receive your own blessings. So I am not supposed to help you financially in any kind of a way. You have to find a means to get some money so that you can apply your passport, you can buy the tickets. I am not supposed to give you any money on this journey, otherwise I will be the one who will benefit from the blessings that you are going to receive in Nigeria. I told him that I have sold everything. I even sold my wife's clothes. I even sold plates that were in the house. Then he felt sorry for me. Then he told me, okay, even though I cannot give you money straight from my pocket, there is another way. Are you willing to come and work for me? So I went to his place. I worked in his garden for a full month. Then he paid me. When he paid me, I was amazed that there were some bonuses on my pay slip. Then he told me that all of that money, you are going to use it to apply for a passport, and after you have applied for a passport, we are going to go and receive your blessing. I went and I applied for my passport. 2 weeks later, I went, then I collected my passport and I told him. But when I told him, he just said, good, that is good for you. Now you have a passport. Then he stopped communicating with me. I would call him. Then his assistant will pick up his phone and tell me that he was too busy to speak with me. I was so heartbroken. I didn't know what to do. I had sold everything that I had owned. In my own house, there were so many days that we would go to bed hungry, and you know what women are like. The moment that you tell them that you're going to get rich, then you don't get rich. There's going to be trouble in the house. There was no peace anymore. My wife was always angry at me that I had promised her that we were going to get out of this mess, but I had sold everything. 3 weeks later, he called me and he told me that he had sent his driver to my house and I was supposed to have a meeting with him. We went to his place as usual. He spoke about how rich he was and how he was going to make me as successful as he was. He told me that I was bound to become the most popular preacher in the whole of Africa. Then he gave me some money and he told me that yes, he knew that I was suffering and I hadn't eaten anything in a couple of days, and he told me that take this money, go and buy your family food so that when we are away, they won't suffer. Then this was the beginning of my journey into becoming a very powerful preacher. So then he told me that we are no longer going to fly to Nigeria. He didn't give me any reason why. He just told me that we are going to catch a plane to Ghana. So we did. From Ghana, once we landed in Accra, then we took another plane to a place called Cotonou, which is in Benin. Then from Cotonou, we had to travel by bus to a place called Ouida. This is the place where I got my blessings. Once we got there, we went to a certain place, and it was more like a temple, like a house. I truly don't understand. But what I noticed is that there were a lot of people from different parts of Africa, because I could hear that the languages that they were speaking, most of them were speaking languages that are spoken in the southern part of Africa. And I could see that these people were already rich. I don't think that they had came here with the same purpose that I had came for, to look for riches, because there was this other couple. This couple were speaking in Portuguese. What I remember about this couple is that the wife was so beautiful. I had never seen an African so beautiful like that man's wife. She was so pure. She looked like an angel. But the funny thing was that their child had a disability that I have never seen. It was as if this child was like running mad, but at the same time he had a very strange disability. Up until this day, I have never seen someone as disabled as that child. Then my friend rudely told me, stop staring at people, just mind your own business. Don't you know that the spirit of this place knows everything that you think in your own heart? Just think about the things that you have came here to do. Have you forgotten about your poverty? Then I came back to my own senses. When our turn arrived for us to enter the temple, we entered the temple, but we entered the temple with our backs facing the sun. Then when we entered the temple, we were met by this priest. These priests were wearing black gowns, but the one who was in front was wearing a black gown. I truly don't know how to explain what this gown looked like, but in brief, this high priest was wearing a black.
Want to know how to find the cheapest flights on Kayak? Head to Kayak, enter your origin and
gown, but it was if the black was mixed with gold. These colors, as he walked, it was as if they were moving with his body. I don't know how to explain it to someone. Then in the room, these priests, there were a lot of them, and each and everyone had his own job to do. The first thing I was told before I could approach the high priest, I was told that I had to kill so that my conscience can make me strong. First, I had to skin a cat, and a cat had to be alive. One of the priests came with a basket, and when I opened the basket, there was this little cat, a very cute cat. It was a black cat. Then he told me that for you to go to the next level, you have to take this cat and skin it alive. You have to take that skin out of the cat, and remember, it has to be alive. Then he gave me a knife. Then he put me in another room. Then they locked me inside that room. Inside that room, all over the wall, there was a light that was illuminating the room. But where the light was coming from, I don't even know, because at the place where I was, there was not even a single source of electricity. But inside that room, it was as if there was electricity. And when I looked at the walls, there were eyes all over the walls. Then I heard a very loud knock on the door, and then I asked who was it. Then the person told me that I myself cannot enter that room, but I am here to tell you that don't look at the wall. Do what you are supposed to do in that room, and do it very fast. And if you know that people from the area of West Africa, when they speak with you, they always speak with a very harsh sound. So I was afraid that these people, maybe if I don't listen to them, they were going to do something bad towards me. I only looked once more, and then I saw that all over the wall it was as if there were eyes that were coming from the wall. But these eyes, it was as if one moment they were painted, the other moment it was as if they were blinking. It was truly a very scary sight. Then I took the knife and then I began to kill the cat. I skinned that cat alive. I mean, removing the skin from the cat. It was a very difficult thing to do, but I remembered that back home I was just someone who was selling tomatoes and vegetables on my own bicycle, so I didn't want to go back to my own country a poor man. And also for my wife and my kids, I told myself that I wasn't going to be that weak man. I wanted fame and power. I found the courage to skin that cat, and as I was skinning that cat alive, that cat scratched me. It growled, but luckily enough they had tied it down so that it cannot hurt me a lot. But the sound that was coming out of that cat was a scary sound. I kept on screaming as to give myself own courage. I screamed and I said, I don't want poverty anymore. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. And when I was done, the door was open. I came out. I was so tired. I had blood all over my face. I had blood all over my mouth. I had blood all over my clothes. When I came out, those priests were laughing and clapping their hands, but they never showed me any emotions. One of the priests approached me with a glass. Inside that glass, there was a little bit something like wine, but that wine was sort of like reddish in color, but it was so smooth and tasteful, and I was so thirsty at that time. I drank the whole glass of wine without even taking any breather. Then next I was told that I had to go to a place, and in that place there was a mirror, and in this place you always go alone. They just give you the instructions. No one is going to come and tell you that you have to do this. They just tell you, go into this room, and when you are in that room you just hear voices that they will tell you that say this and this and this and this. When I entered that room, there was this big mirror. I was then told to name 5 people from my own local area, and they told me that these people that I was supposed to mention their names, they were supposed to be people whom I know that they were of pure heart, people whom I thought that will not even harm a fly, people who lived their life as sinless as they could. The first person that I named was this elderly woman who lived just opposite my own house. This woman was quite a very good woman. She had provided me with food for many days, me and my family, and also even without any government assistance, she was taking care of many orphans in our own local area. So I called her name. Then I called also the name of other women whom I thought that they lived sin-free lives, and also other men around my area. When I had finished naming them, there was laughter in the room, but I don't know where the laughter came from. But after that long laughter had finished, then I saw their images on the mirror. They appeared one by one, and when an image appeared on the mirror, a needle came out of nowhere and placed in my hand. Then I was told that I had to go and prick that person's image on the heart, and I had to do it in order. After I had done that, there will be blood all over the mirror. Then the next image will appear until all of the 5 people whom I had named had appeared on the mirror. Then the mirror just became black, and everything in that room just turned into black, and I collapsed. So that was the message that we...
Part 1, people. I'll be back with part 2. Okay, I gotta run.